This story takes place in Shanghai. The young man is Qin Lang, a local snack shop's oyster omelette king. His life is simple and uneventful, with street food being his greatest joy. The girl arguing with him is Yu Xinlei, a privileged socialite adored. Her hobbies include sipping tea in fancy gardens and flaunting her perfection. She splurges on luxury brands, without batting an eye. Two worlds collide when fate brings them together. While delivering takeout one day, Qin Lang rounds a street corner. He loves the mystery each turn brings, and the new stories it unfolds. But Xinlei despises detours. Straying from her path means potential chaos and ruined plans. When a car brakes hard to avoid a dog, Qin Lang crashes into its rear. The world spins wildly. Before he meets the pavement face first, his bike lies twisted on the road. Both parties agree to mediation. The driver blames Qin's recklessness, demanding paint repair costs. Qin insists he's equally wronged. After heated words, both leave with bitter impressions.
What a spoiled princess.
How rude can someone be?
The mediator sees shared fault. Both must compromise. Qin shoulders his wrecked bike, but finds cash stuffed in his basket.
What's this supposed to mean?
Consider it a new bike for you.
Didn't you claim innocence? Why compensate me then?
This is my generosity, not an admission of guilt. I'm gifting, not reimbursing you.
You've completely misunderstood, miss. I want an apology, not charity.
He throws the cash back and storms off. Back at work, his boss berates him. You'll drive away our customers.
I was 1 month from saving enough to return to Taiwan. Now I'm paying for damaged orders. And that worthless bike. You expect me to forget the bike?
Not a chance, his boss snaps.
You dock my pay for broken bowls, wrong deliveries. What's next? I'm the real victim here.
Meanwhile, the driver takes a congested route.
Mr. Yin's eccentricity. This is daylight robbery.
Xinlei's boyfriend Shangdong guides her through traffic to a jeweler. Holding her design sketch, he commissioned master jewelers to craft this ring over 2 years. This meaningful project is entrusted to Xinlei. 2 years prior, their paths crossed when she brought her design to this shop. This style doesn't exist, they told her. A collision with Shangdong left her sketch in his hands. He longed to meet its creator again. Fate reunited them at a concert.
When I saw you on stage, fingers dancing on the piano keys, I vowed then, Yin Shangdong swore, I'll dedicate my life to your happiness. You'll want for nothing.
Emerging from memories, he charms her with a silly song. The romantic proposal concludes with her joyful yes. Recently engaged, Xinlei feels like the luckiest woman alive. Her parents rejoice. This marriage saves our family. Their words unsettle her, but was brushed off with excuses. Shangdong's parents soon returned from abroad. Xixian, her friend and assistant, brought breakfast to her room early. She quickly got up to prepare. At the wardrobe, her face darkened. She called the maid Li Saw loudly.
Didn't I tell you? Dresses must follow color order. White, yellow, pink, green, blue, black. Why is this here?
My apologies, miss. I'll be more careful.
She rushed to rearrange them. Xinlei remained furious. The Yin parents waited at the hotel. They were displeased by her lateness. But Shangdong defended her, calling her the gentlest girl he knows. When she arrived, she charmed everyone gracefully. The conversation turned to the Yu family, hosting investors soon. Xinlei lied about loving cooking, even Taiwanese street food. Mrs. Yin requested her to cook. Xinlei confidently agreed.
Why pretend you can cook?
I'm not pretending. Nothing's impossible for you, Xinlei.
She rushed to learn cooking at some obscure eatery. To avoid exposure, she ordered everything on the menu, but none impressed her. Until the oyster omelette came, Xinlei refused to try it. Ready to leave, Xixian loved the dish. Taking a bite eagerly, she urged Xinlei to taste it. The flavor surprised Xinlei. She demanded the chef. Cui Ji was out, so Qin Lang came. They recognized each other instantly. Xinlei discovered Qin Lang made that delicious omelette. She wanted to avoid him, but the omelette was perfect. She offered to rent the kitchen. I'll rent this place to learn.
Name your price.
No way.
You hear that? Our boss has spoken. No way means impossible. Ha ha, forget it.
Cui Ji returned, angering Qin Lang. Cui Ji approached Xinlei, inviting her back later.
Cui Ji, she's the one.
Who wrecked my bike, made you miserable for days.
Oh really? That's unacceptable. then double the tuition.
Deal.
They scheduled lessons despite objections. Qin Lang quit that night. Customers complained about bad omelets. Xinlei tracked him down, swallowing pride to apologize. He found her humility refreshing. Finally, he agreed.
Oyster omelets need boldness. Forget slow and steady. That's useless here. Flip it hard and fast. Timing's everything. No hesitation. Your turn.
Xinlei began her omelette lessons. She fussed with her hair slowly. Qin Lang warned the oysters were aging. He offered a hair tie. She refused, fearing hair damage. He held her hair instead. Drawn to her hair scent, he leaned closer. She turned, claiming it was done. He pretended to inspect her work. The taste disappointed them both. He ordered her to keep trying. He instinctively held her hair in place. After multiple attempts, she's finally improving. She beams with satisfaction, announces she's leaving early, promises to return tomorrow.
Should I clean your kitchen tools for you again?
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
She checks her phone. Shandong on screen resembles a cologne-scented man, considerate and easy to be around. Then there's grease-smelling men.
Ooh, enough. Let's go. I told you not to be afraid of the oil. The more you fear it, the more it bites you.
Grease-smelling men are rude, as savage as the oil that scalded me. Fortunately, I'd never fall for a grease-smelling man.
The next day, Xinlei treats snack shop worker Che Ren to tea, to dig for Qin Lang's secrets. Qin Lang met agent Zhang Dongmin in Taiwan, followed him to Shanghai for a book deal, got scammed. Even his wallet got stolen. Now he's working here, to earn flight money home. Xinlei buys him a Taiwan ticket, handing it over as payment. She hates owing favors. This settles their teaching debt. He sees it as charity. Their argument explodes, vowing never to meet again. They part ways at the crossroads. Tomorrow's Xinlei's cooking showcase. Without Qin Lang's help, she's back to square one. In desperation, she swallows her pride. Qin Lang reluctantly agrees to help. Xinlei disguises him as her driver. Driver duties come with strict rules. Open doors courteously, no unnecessary chatting, and no sudden breaks. He enters the banquet as driver. Boring music makes him drowsy, hence the sudden break. He blasts energetic music instead. They speed recklessly to the venue. Shandong's chivalry meets Qin Lang's elbow. Shandong remains unfazed, greeting politely. Xinlei shoos him away to park. She enters with Shandong. Fluent in 8 languages, she charms the guests effortlessly. Mother Yin approves her future daughter-in-law. Xinlei offers to make Taiwanese snacks. Shi Xian hands Qin Lang a maid uniform. Kitchen access requires disguise. He grumbles but complies. He bumps into Shandong, covers his face and flees. Shandong stares at the odd outfit, but lets it slide. Xinlei laughs at Qin Lang's getup. He ignores her mockery, focusing on the mission. They discover missing tapioca starch. Blame game escalates. Another public argument erupts.
I'm dressed like this. Still complaining? If I were irresponsible, I'd have quit already. Listen here.
Shi Xian hushes them urgently. Qin Lang tries borrowing from Chinese chefs, gets thrown out mercilessly. He rushes out to buy supplies. As Xinlei anxiously waits, he returns with the starch. Wheezing, he orders her to help.
You jerk, ambushing me at the last minute. Just wait till I pay you back.
Rich girl or not, you still need to beg for my help.
They trade glares, but Qin Lang can't bear her incompetence. Takes over himself, the legendary oyster omelette prince. He simplified everything. Xinlei leisurely filmed him nearby, then passed plates under his guidance. Yin Ma suddenly came to check. Shi Xian failed to stop her entry. She found Xinlei with lavish dishes. Xinlei calmly asked waiters to serve. The dishes won universal praise. Guests left with good impressions. Shandong discussed marriage plans, but she seemed distracted. She abruptly asked to get out, claiming to check new winter fashions. She rushed back to find Qin Lang.
Why so long? No one answered.
Are you okay?
Xinlei rescued Qin Lang from kitchen. His legs went numb from crouching. He was taken to Xinlei's home. She sincerely thanked his help, or I'd have embarrassed myself. Offered return ticket to Taiwan. Called it well-deserved reward.
You think I helped you today? Just for plane ticket?
Doesn't mean you can't take it.
I thought we were friends.
Can't friends give plane tickets?
Seems I helped the wrong person.
Xinlei doesn't know what she did wrong. Qin Lang grumbles. She always uses tickets to insult people. She feels her kindness was trampled. She follows Qin Lang to the snack shop. They immediately get into a heated argument. Qin Lang says he wants respect, not money. Xinlei storms off angrily. Suddenly it starts raining. She accidentally slips and falls. Qin Lang comes looking for her. He offers help but gets rejected. She angrily walks away. Qin Lang insists on giving her his umbrella.
Don't think only you understand self-respect. I know it too.
Cold and pride are different matters.
He leaves the umbrella with Xinlei, then walks away alone in the rain. He keeps complaining about rich people. They never consider others' feelings. Friends call him an idiot, saying it's male chauvinism at play. He refuses to discuss it further, vows to cut ties with this princess. Xinlei also complains about Qin Lang. Xixian finds Xinlei strange, can't grasp why she chased him in the rain. It's unlike her usual behavior. She believes after tomorrow, both oyster omelets and Qin Lang will vanish from her life. Next day Xinlei shops with moms. They notice a popular street food stall. Aunt Yin wants to try their oyster omelet. Compare it with Xinlei's cooking. Xinlei's protests fail. She reluctantly enters the shop, makes a shushing gesture, spotting Qin Lang. She lies about needing the restroom, begs him for another favor.
Just tell our moms, the oyster omelets are sold out.
Why?
If they taste yours today, they'll realize it's same as yesterday's. No time to explain, just promise, swear. They won't taste your omelets, please.
He softens and agrees, announces omelets are sold out. Last portion went to next table. Regular customer offers her portion, willing to give it up. Both rush to stop her. Under confused stares, Xinlei claims it's too hot. Aunt Yin doesn't mind, says they'll eat slowly. Qin Lang helps Xinlei again, to keep their cooking secret. He bites Aunt Yin's chopsticks, grabs the plate, shoves entire omelet in his mouth, leaves amidst shocked stares. Xinlei finally relaxes. She thanks him sincerely in kitchen. No money or tickets this time, but Qin Lang feels respected. They part with smiles, returning to their separate lives. The snack shop remains popular. Qin Lang stays the oyster omelet prince. Xinlei enjoys her sweet romance. Accepted by Shandong's parents, she's relaxed. Xinlei visits Qin Lang after closing, thanks him again for yesterday, asks why he rejects plane tickets, says it's how she treats friends. Qin Lang tells her to thank him, in her own way, tells her to close her eyes. She hesitates to comply. He says this shows distrust. She quickly closes them. He asks her to describe him. You're not very tall, but not short either. You have dark skin. Her face is quite round, but her eyes are small. She has monolids, or maybe double eyelids. Unable to recall clearly, she stopped answering. Qin Lang said they can't be friends. Friends remember each other's faces. Xinlei lowered her head guiltily. Qin Lang quickly said it's fine. No need to force friendship after days. We probably won't meet again. He asked Xinlei to buy him supper. Then we're even. She agreed cheerfully. Qin Lang rode his bike with her.
You know what? After Dad bought me a Benz at 5, I never rode bicycles again. The breeze feels amazing. Go faster.
They bickered to a street stall. Xinlei hesitated to sit. Qin Lang cleaned the table thoroughly. Only then she sat, but didn't touch her food. Qin Lang proposed a toast. She declined, claiming low tolerance. But Qin Lang provoked her. They started drinking heartily. Xinlei pushed the bike back.
I will be happy.
You must be happy too.
I'll definitely find happiness.
You better stay happy.
She felt like the luckiest person, with loving family and perfect fiancé. Turned to find Qin Lang collapsed. They wished each other happiness. Xinlei took him to the diner, found Mom with luggage at home. She brushed it off casually.
You're getting married soon. Sorting your childhood belongings.
I'm not moving far away. I'll visit often.
Right.
I keep thinking, when we're not around, you might get mistreated.
That won't happen. Shandong loves me. He'll protect me.
Mom seemed reassured, but looked reluctant after leaving.
This isn't funny, Mom and Dad. Come out now.
The heiress woke up to shocking news of bankruptcy. Parents fled overseas secretly. Just yesterday, she thought herself the happiest. Shandong was her perfect man. They chatted on the phone. Xinlei recalled their first date. You told me smiling. Did you notice? The moon follows you tonight, to help me see your beauty. Remembered every romantic detail. Shandong anticipated her needs, not just gentle, but full of surprises. She fell asleep smiling. Next morning, servants brought lavish breakfast. But Xixian brought bankruptcy news. You directors fled overnight. The Yin family saw the news. Shandong wanted to visit, but parents stopped him. You family took billions deposit. Xinlei found parents' letter. Finally believed the crisis. They couldn't bear her suffering, hence the sudden departure, trusting Shandong's care.
If Yin family rejects us, stay in Taiwan temporarily.
We have a Taipei house. I've left the address and ticket in your box.
She couldn't accept the truth that Mr. Yin claimed the Yu family's collapse was fraud, not bankruptcy. He forbade Shandong from seeing Xinlei. Shandong ignored him, storming out immediately. The diner crew saw the news too. Xinlei worried, riding his bike to search for her, but Shandong found her first. Xinlei clung to him, sobbing uncontrollably. Xinlei arrived just in time to witness their embrace. Leaving silently, Xiyan asked Shandong to care for Xinlei. He hesitated, saying he'd consult his parents and bring Xinlei to meet them. Xinlei's bike chain broke. As frustration overwhelmed him, he felt his efforts were unnecessary.
Got nothing better to do? Some prince rides $1 million car. What's your business? Worry about yourself, idiot.
Friends asked about Xinlei. Xinlei claimed her rich boyfriend would help her, spinning tales to save her pride.
She appreciates our crew's concern. Even invited us to her wedding.
What did you say?
Told them we're all too busy.
I'm free.
Friends looked forward to the luxury banquet. Xinlei announced he's returning to Taiwan, missing the wedding. The crew was shocked. Shandong brought Xinlei home, but his parents forbade their relationship. The business world calls you family frauds. This marriage would ruin Yin family. Shandong knelt, declaring his love. His parents remained firm.
Take me away then.
Where?
Anywhere. Just stay together. Any place will do.
Shandong vowed to never leave her, yet couldn't abandon his family. He released her hand. Xinlei thought he chose inheritance. That's why he claimed he'd give up everything, except his parents. Xinlei left heartbroken. Shandong stayed rooted. She returned home devastated, to find movers clearing her house. The house was seized, they said. Xinlei called Xinlei bravely, but then, Xiyan accidentally dropped her phone. Xinlei saw this as fate's sign, vowing to move on. Xiyan comforted her, insisting Shandong wouldn't leave.
Xiyan,
Don't call me miss.
just Xinlei from now on.
Meanwhile, Mr. Yin arranged Shandong's engagement to the Han heiress for business salvation.
This isn't cruelty, son. I'm Yu bankruptcy's victim too. Would you let me go to jail?
Shandong's resistance failed. He mentally apologized to Xinlei repeatedly. Next day, Xinlei packed lightly and left her childhood home. She followed Xiyan home.
You take the bed. I'll sleep on the floor. Blankets were sunned yesterday. Sheets are fresh too.
Xiyan, thank you.
She told Shandong everything, but Xinlei dared not approach. Listening to their conversation from afar, Shandong confesses he'll only love Xinlei in this lifetime, but he must get engaged to someone else next week. Xinlei cries helplessly, overwhelmed with sorrow. Xinlei spots her on the street. He meant to ignore her but followed to check. She remains despondent and rejects his concern. Xinlei walks beside her, pretending it's a coincidence, hoping to lift her spirits. He suggests going for a ride together. Xinlei sings to her while riding ahead, but she keeps sobbing uncontrollably behind him. Xinlei suddenly accelerates, trying to distract Xinlei from her troubles. He fails to notice the vehicle ahead. They crash to the ground amid Xinlei's screams. Xinlei quickly checks if she's hurt.
Why did you speed up? You made me fall. This is all your fault.
What's wrong with a little fall? Giving up so easily, that's not like you at all.
Xinlei continues weeping bitterly. Xinlei urges her to laugh through the pain. She collapses into his arms, releasing her anguish. That night at Xixian's home, Xinlei faints from emotional exhaustion. As Xixian tends to her, she reveals recent events to Qinlang. Seeing Xinlei's fever, Qinlang rushes for medicine. He encounters Shangdong outside. Qinlang blocks his path angrily, demanding why he abandoned Xinlei. She confronted him about abandoning Xinlei. He claimed it wasn't his choice. To prevent the Yin family's bankruptcy like Yu's, he had to marry someone else.
Do you know how much this breaks my heart? Hit me. Please, hit me as hard as you can.
Qinlang hesitated but couldn't strike. Xinlei slapped him fiercely instead. She mocked Shangdong's foolish devotion to love, lied that their past relationship was parental duty, claiming their social status matched, but she never truly loved him. Then Xinlei calmly returned the engagement ring.
Don't forget to send me a wedding invitation. I'll attend your celebration.
With that, she walked away, struggling to hide her pain from the crowd. Shangdong clutched the ring, weeping bitterly. The Yin and Han families formalized engagement plans. Miss Han suggested taking a walk together, questioning Shangdong's motives for engagement. He confessed loving someone else, but his parents needed the Han family's support. Surprisingly, Miss Han praised his honesty.
I admire you. Romantic feelings can be nurtured over time. You'll find me a satisfying fiancé.
Later, Xinlei visited Qinlang's diner, requesting his escort to the engagement party.
Just go. Perfect chance to see high society up close.
Yeah, and bring back abalone, shark fin soup, lobster, and premium wine.
Grab some expensive red wines too.
I won't go.
Xinlei sought a private conversation. She wanted to free Shangdong from guilt, to offer sincere blessings with a smile. Now without a chauffeur, she asked Qinlang's assistance. First, she wanted to properly thank him. They visited a piano store. Xinlei played a heartfelt melody for him. Qinlang was deeply moved. On their return trip, he tried to announce his Taiwan departure, but their talk was interrupted.
Remember me? I'm Lian Shangquan, your aunt's cousins, neighbor from the Dutch embassy ball. We met at the ambassador's gala. You never returned my calls.
I was unavailable.
He saw their reunion as fate, mentioning the Yu family bankruptcy. Xinlei dismissed it as media lies, enlisted him as her +1 tomorrow. Qinlang thought she changed drivers, unaware that her companion was a CEO magnate. He'll accompany her publicly tomorrow. She prepared meticulously, with a chauffeur opening her door, entering the venue with her handsome date.
I'll sit prominently, right before Shangdong and his fiancée. They'll receive blessings, including my smiling facade. He'll realize, it wasn't me who lost him, but him who lost me. Lost the woman who cherished him, completely and irreplaceably.
Shangdong immediately spotted Xinlei. Unable to look away, Miss Han instantly recognized this was the woman he loved. Xinlei fled rather than maintain eye contact. She turned and hurried out. Shangdong leapt from the stage, but guests blocked his path. Xinlei practically ran to Qinlang's car. She dashed into the vehicle, ignoring Shangdong's pleas to stay. Xinlei wept uncontrollably during the ride. Eventually composing herself, she requested solitary reflection.
This is the first time I've seen the radiant socialite lose her dazzling glow.
She walked forward despondently, when a familiar song suddenly rang out. Qinlang kept singing loudly, trying to distract her. Finally she stopped to mock his terrible singing. They quickly resumed their usual banter. Qinlang claimed he was starving after driving all day, asking her to join him for dinner. Xinlei drank heavily and urged him to join, but he remained still, making her doubt their friendship. Closing her eyes, she recalled his features.
Your eyelids are pronounced, nose perfectly straight, face neither round nor square. When you smile, a dimple appears by your lips. See? I remember you clearly.
Her answer differed completely from before. Qinlang was deeply moved, but he returned to Taiwan tomorrow. Mid-sentence, Xinlei passed out drunk. He carried her to Xixian's home. His hovering hand never touched her, though they'd known each other less than a month. Qinlang believed he'd never forget her, hoping she'd regain her former radiance. Returning to the food stall, he found friends waiting impatiently. Their farewell was bittersweet, hoping to meet again someday. Next morning, Xinlei awoke to learn from Xixian about Qinlang's departure. She rushed to the stall but missed him, sighing over losing another friend. Abandoned by parents and Shandong, she finally broke down sobbing. Returning, she found Shandong's parents waiting. They blamed her for ruining the engagement. Mrs. Yin said Shandong demanded annulment, urging them to cut contact. This marriage affects Yin's billion-dollar deals. She resolved to leave Shanghai completely.
I, Yu Xinlei, shall vanish from this earth.
Qin Lang returned to Taiwan today, only to be beaten upon arrival. Granny scolded his 3-month Shanghai trip, ordering him to abandon art and find steady work. He lied about a publishing deal, showing food stall earnings as advance. But Granny still opposed his art. Flipping his sketchbook, he remembered Xinlei. Silently bidding farewell, Xinlei seriously bid Xixin goodbye, giving her some money. She'd never lived independently before. This unfamiliar place terrified her. But in Taiwan, she met Lian Xingquan, who eagerly offered her a ride. They chatted casually.
My family has a villa here.
I'm just vacationing.
Is that so?
How about you? Why are you in Taiwan?
Recently, my father's planning a massive tourism project, building food streets across Asia. I'm here researching for market insights.
Mentioning Taiwanese snacks, Xinlei recalled oyster omelets and Qin Lang's cross-dressing antics, making her laugh aloud. The night market buzzed with preparation. Energized by Qin Lang's return, they agreed to sample night market treats. Xinlei was drawn to an oyster omelet stall. She approached, while Qin Lang washed dishes obliviously. She finally decided to have beef noodle soup, and so the two missed each other. After a pleasant dinner, they took a casual stroll. Lian Xingquan offered her a ride to the villa, but was refused.
You're not familiar with Taipei's roads no need for the back and forth. I can just take a taxi.
Yes, we really are fated to meet. Call me if you need anything. We're both in Taipei now anyway. Here you go.
Thanks.
I'll head out first, then.
He drove off first. Xinlei suddenly realized her phone was missing. She rushed back to the night market. The vendor promptly produced her stored phone, reminding her to be more careful. After thanking him, she hurried off, still missing Qin Lang by a hair. After closing up, the stall holders learned rent would increase again. They decided to confront the landlord together. Granny left stall duties to Qin Lang. Meanwhile, Xinlei searched for her parents' house.
Must be seeing things. Why would Miss Princess be here?
This can't be a coincidence, to actually bump into him here.
Both thought they were hallucinating. Qin Lang rode closer, revealing their identities. Xinlei falsely claimed her parents owned a villa, saying she was here on vacation. Qin Lang noted the area only had cheap housing. Growing suspicious of her story, he invited her home, but she declined. After bickering, Qin Lang feigned departure, warning about nighttime stray dogs. Her fear got the better of her. She chased after him with luggage in tow. Arriving at Qin Lang's place, they found 3 people sharing the space. Xinlei was stunned. Can't help criticizing the cramped quarters. Qin Lang retorted, mocking her eviction from luxury. Another subtle standoff ensued, soon shifting to casual conversation. Xinlei learned his oyster omelet skills from Granny.
So you're my oyster omelet master. And Granny taught you? Making her my grandmaster?
Exactly.
Mid-conversation, noise came from outside. Granny and Ada returned. Qin Lang panicked. She might reveal his Shanghai street vending past. Too nervous to open the door. Seeing unlocked door and lights on, they suspected burglars. Unaware Qin Lang was hiding with Xinlei. Accidental closeness sparked tension. Escaping outside, he briefed them hastily, offering to take Xinlei home. But Xinlei recited his address. Her key worked in the lock. She promptly entered with her luggage, demanding Granny and Ada leave, declaring this her property, waving the key as proof. Granny accused theft, demanding deed. Xinlei couldn't produce it. Granny produced the deed herself. Ada's intimidation broke Xinlei. She collapsed in tears.
My family's bankrupt. Parents vanished without a trace. Promised me a villa, but it's a dump. No money, nowhere to go. Bullied by you all.
Who's, you guys? Wasn't me.
Granny still refused shelter, demanding exit. Defeated, until remembering Qin Lang's secret, she calmly uttered 3 words, oyster omelette. Qin Lang feared the truth would come out. He pleaded with Granny to let her stay. After heated arguments, Granny threw her luggage out the door. Qin Lang leveraged Granny's kind nature and helpful personality to let Xinlei stay overnight temporarily.
Miss, please stop making a scene. This key proves nothing right now.
I'll prove myself to you someday.
Alright, let's wait for someday. Now get in. You can sleep in my room tonight.
Xinlei finally moved into Qin Lang's home temporarily. During her bath, the water stopped. She screamed for help. Qin Lang arrived at the door with hot water, but Xinlei worried he'd have ulterior motives, so she had him bring the water in blindfolded. He bumped his head and instinctively opened his eyes. Xinlei rushed to close the door, but she let go of the. Things got very chaotic for a moment. Finally, Xinlei came out dressed. Qin Lang said his house was old, so the water pressure might be. They pretended to forget what just happened, and quickly went back to their rooms. The next day came quickly. Qin Lang asked if she slept well, but she said the bed smelled a bit. Suspecting Qin Lang doesn't change the sheets. In the awkward silence, she looked at the table.
Rice porridge and side dishes. Is this all there is for breakfast?
It's alright. I haven't had it in a while anyway.
Bring it to my room, please.
Hey, Missy, this isn't your house or a hotel. We don't have room service. If you want to eat, come to the table.
Starving, she had to swallow her pride. Grandma told her to serve herself, and threw her a newspaper to find a job, suggesting she can stay here, room and board for 500 a day.
I won't freeload,
she said. I'll prove this house is mine someday. She grabbed the paper and stormed out. Qin Lang was worried and followed her by bike. Xinlei told the driver to lose him. He kept taking shortcuts and finally caught up. When he found Xinlei, he saw she was about to enjoy a big breakfast. She said she'd go to the business center to find work. They ran into Lian Xingquan. He recognized Qin Lang as Xinlei's driver. Xinlei feared being exposed, and quickly made up a story, telling Qin Lang to get the car serviced. He left, speechless. The two went for a drive, and saw him riding a bicycle on the road. Lian Xingquan looked confused. Xinlei lied and said he has muscular atrophy, so he's working on his leg strength.
Ever since little Qin got muscular atrophy, his brain hasn't been working so well. Even his driving skills have gotten worse.
Little Qin being like this, and you're still willing to pay him? You Xinlei, you're beautiful and kind-hearted.
She smiled awkwardly. Lian Xingquan felt sorry for Qin Lang, and took him to see a doctor. Acupuncture had him screaming. He complained about Xinlei's constant lying. Xinlei didn't want to argue, and found a quiet place to look for work. That evening, everyone came home, and found a piano in the house, and new furniture. Xinlei arranged all this. Grandma was angry and wanted her out. After an argument, she was angered and decided to leave. Qin Lang was worried about her safety, so he lied and said she was his girlfriend, and couldn't leave.
Xinlei is my girlfriend.
You must be blind, to have a woman like that as a girlfriend.
He's blind. I'm the blind one.
How far have you two gone?
Our level is actually, we're there.
Everyone misunderstood Qin Lang. Ada said grandma was going to be a great-grandma. Qin Lang clarified he wanted to marry her. This made Xinlei laugh. Under their surprised gazes, Qin Lang quickly pulled her away. She complained about the disgusting lie, not understanding why Qin Lang wanted her to stay. Though she didn't have much money left, she'd apply to be a flight attendant. Qin Lang told her to wait until she found work, and moved out after getting paid. She finally agreed to stay for now. Grandma still doubted their relationship, so she questioned Xinlei, who wanted to tell the truth. But Qin Lang continued to lie, claiming she was his girlfriend from Shanghai.
Why does she call our house her home?
Because when we started dating, I said my home would be her home.
Grandma believed this story, so she agreed to let her stay, but she made a few rules for them to follow. First, Xinlei must pay rent. Second, everyone must share the chores. Third, no sleeping together before marriage.
Absolutely not.
Fourth, no more lying. Ada's room was given to Xinlei. The next day, she woke up early. She had the recycling guys clear out the room. Ada was devastated to hear that.
The clothes in his closet were all smelly, so I threw them all away. And those hundreds of random DVDs. I don't know what was on them, but because the titles were all weird,
I threw them all away too. In his great sorrow, he found one disc left. He quickly ran off crying, clutching it. Qin Lang took Xinlei to her airline interview. Speaking 8 languages, she was very composed. "Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Yu Xinlei." She and her new friend, Wen Bijou, passed, so they went to the night market to celebrate. The beef noodle stall owner recognized Xinlei. He asked where the handsome guy from last time was. Ada overheard this. He mistakenly thought Xinlei was two-timing, so he told Grandma his suspicions. They decided to find a solution without Qin Lang. Soon it was breakfast time the next day.
Why are there only 3 pickles today?
What's wrong with 3 pickles? It's better than dating 3 men at once.
Grandma, don't be rash. Your grandma said it's your turn to clean today. Grandma wants you to scrub the bathroom and sweep the floor before you leave.
Xinlei didn't know why, but started cleaning. Qin Lang was awakened by the noise. He found her using his towel as a rag. The floor looked like it had been flooded. The towel fight led to unexpected contact. The atmosphere between them became awkward. In the end, Qin Lang cleaned up and took Xinlei to the airline for training. Not long after the class started, Xinlei interrupted, asking for the key points. The trainer told her not to dismiss the basics, but she said she had already memorized it all. To everyone's surprise, she got up and recited all the key points, becoming a genius-like figure. After class, she wrote a letter to Xixian, lying that the villa her parents left was small, but comfortable to live in. In the letter, Grandma became a chatty but hardworking housekeeper. Ada became a gluttonous but skilled chef. She confessed that she had met Qin Lang here, saying he could not only make oyster omelets but also paint. But his paintings weren't famous.
Now he drives for me sometimes for extra cash. I thought he could use the income, so I hired him as a driver.
She also lied and said that she had become a senior manager at the airline. That's why she could afford to hire these people, hoping to put Xixian at ease with this. Soon she was officially in the midst of work, but Grandma, misunderstanding her relationship with Qin Lang and other boyfriends, complained directly about her skirt being too short. She explained it was the company uniform. Ada, also due to a misunderstanding, told her not to flirt on the plane. She found these people bizarre, and left angrily. Qin Lang hurried to explain for them. After she left, Qin Lang looked at the plane. Xinlei's coming back tomorrow, but he couldn't help but worry. He almost got hit by a car in the street. Bijou spilled water on a passenger. She forgot the orange juice for someone, and got a drink thrown on her. Xinlei defended her angrily.
Sir, where are your manners? Can't you see we're busy?
Who are you calling rude? Say it again.
Sir, please calm down. Attention, passengers. We're about to hit some turbulence. Please remain seated, and fasten your seatbelts.
Qin Lang dreamed Xinlei was in danger. He woke up screaming. The next day, they landed safely, but they both lost their jobs. Bijou felt very guilty. Xinlei reassured her about new jobs. They saw Qin Lang at the airport. He was surprised they lost their jobs. He thought Xinlei couldn't handle the work. She didn't want to explain. She just asked why Qin Lang was there. It was his friend's book launch, called The Girl We Chased Together. Everyone went to the night market to celebrate. They ran into Lian Xinquan again.
Are you feeling any better?
I'm fine.
You should be resting more, stop driving.
Xinlei quickly pulled him aside, telling him not to mention Qin Lang's job.
I know, grandson with muscular atrophy, secretly earning money for the family. Grandma must be sad.
The noodle shop owner recognized him, the guy who ate noodles with Xinlei. Grandma and Ada were alarmed. Grandma thought Xinlei was seeing 3 men. All 3 guys were there today, so she had to choose one. She found it absurd, said she wouldn't choose any of them. Qin Lang quickly interrupted her. If Xinlei wasn't his girlfriend, Grandma would kick her out. He talked about their meeting in Shanghai. They had been through a lot together. Xinlei played along to stay, saying he's the only one she relies on, since the Yu family went bankrupt. To everyone else, it seemed like a mutual confession. Lian Xinquan gave his blessings. Xinlei said she was just playing along. Qin Lang was annoyed by that.
Playing along? I'm jobless and homeless. Why are you playing along with me?
Why are you getting angry?
Their distance suddenly closed. Qin Lang quickly got up in a panic. Xinlei confessed that it was all true. She wasn't acting. Qin Lang told her to close her eyes. She described Qin Lang perfectly. Qin Lang looked at her earnest expression, and went in for a kiss.
Why did you kiss?
I don't know.
She pushed him away, then kissed him back. Neither of them understood their actions. Xinlei passed out before she could explain. Qin Lang carried her back to her room. They both fell over and slept together like that all night. The next day, they stumbled out, right into Grandma. Grandma frantically questioned them. What happened last night? Xinlei said nothing happened.
Well, not asterisk nothing asterisk happened. Just a little bit.
What do you mean, a little?
It's not like we did anything wrong, because we were drunk.
So he made the first move.
You went along with it, okay?
Hey, it's you. You told me to close my eyes when I was drunk.
When I'm drunk, just ignore me.
Grandma stopped them, speechless. She thought they broke the rules. So, Xinlei has to move out. She stood up, ready to leave. But Qin Lang pointed out she's unemployed. Grandma learned she was fired. Grandma criticized Xinlei's lack of manners. She even needs help serving food, and splurges on luxuries. She can't even hold down a job, and breaks the house rules. Qin Lang rushed to defend her, because she's never lived alone before. Grandma said she needs to face life. She can move after finding a job. She'll find a job ASAP, and stormed out. Qin Lang hurried after her, but they started arguing right away. After bickering, they talked about the kiss. Xinlei wanted to know what he meant.
What was the kiss yesterday about?
What about you? What did it mean?
I was drunk and not thinking straight.
Me too. I wasn't thinking straight either. Otherwise, I wouldn't have touched you.
Great. I was worried you'd think I liked you.
Don't worry. That's impossible.
Right, there's no way we could ever be.
Absolutely not.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Of course, I do.
Please forget about yesterday.
Qin Lang pretended to forget the kiss. They both agreed it was an accident. After a bicker, he walked in the opposite direction. Soon Qin Lang and Xinlei confessed to each other. It spread all over the snack street. Xiaoyang, who has always adored Qin Lang, also heard about it. She came to Qin Lang but met Xinlei, proposed to talk alone. Xinlei's arrogant attitude made her very unhappy, so he raised his hand and hit, but held tightly by the other hand. It turned out that Qin Lang came out in time to stop it. When the situation is awkward, Xinlei made excuses and left first. Qin Lang described the situation of Xinlei. I think Xiaoyang has no sympathy at all. Also soon disappointed to leave, she found Ada. I learned that Xinlei would move out as soon as she found a job. Suddenly there is a way. She returned to Qin Lang's house. It means that the 5-star hotel run by my father is short of people recently. Invite Xinlei to work. She accepted happily and called Bijou to come along. Both were successful. Xiaoyang asks for an ideal way to help Xinlei raise salary and vacate a staff dormitory by next month. She believes this will definitely enable Xinlei to move away from Qin Lang's house as soon as possible. At this time, Qin Lang was worried about his heart bud, so came to the hotel, offered to help draw a new picture. Soon the two met.
What did he come to do?
Why are you staring at me? I wouldn't have come if I hadn't been afraid of you getting into trouble again.
Should not be to supervise, nosy guy.
Don't look at you, or you'll think I'm meddling to supervise you.
At this moment, Xiaoyang suddenly and naturally held Qin Lang. The crowd quickly passed. Qin Lang quickly pulled back his arm. Don't let her paint, tell Grandma. After that, he quickly found an excuse to leave. Xiaoyang found his heart bud and secretly vowed sovereignty, but she put her mind to her work. This time the guest saw the name of Xinlei. Asked her father if he is Yu Guangping. It turns out that when the guest was doing business in Shanghai, once had dealings with the Yu family, he casually asked about Xinlei's parents.
I don't know where they are.
Miss Yu, don't blame your parents. If it were me, I don't know how to face my family.
She still doesn't understand why her parents didn't say goodbye. Even if they suffer, they want to stay with them. She thinks about these things after work, so I missed the bus for a while. Fortunately, Qin Lang came to pick her up by bike. When he got home, he offered to eat Shanghai food. Qin Lang hurriedly called his friends at the snack bar for help. Busy hours finally done.
Served. Ha, ha, ha. Grilled crucian carp with scallion. Snow cabbage louver, taro pie, bao hot sauce.
Xinlei was very touched but pretended to be disgusted on the surface. The two started a food grab war directly, but she clearly felt the taste of memory. I even thought for a second that I was back in Shanghai. Today, while Xinlei was at work, I heard from Bijou that a VIP is coming. He's got the presidential suite for a week. Bedding is required to be the top. Every day in the room with purple roses. Wool carpet for floor. Only mineral water in the refrigerator. Even in order not to be disturbed. Package a room on the next floor. Hotels also have to sign confidentiality clauses. Can't divulge his whereabouts. Finally, he asked for a personal butler, 24-hour service. Xiao Yang here asked Qin Lang to choose the most satisfactory work, hanging in presidential suite. I hope his work will be seen by more influential people. This distinguished guest is called Ando Mei. He's a world-class pianist. At the age of 6, he was called a genius child by the music industry. Currently in the process of individual public playing, Taiwan province is the last stop of his Asian tour. At this time, his fans were already waiting at the gate of the hotel.
Will it be too exaggerated? Will he be redder than rain?
He is very talented. Outstanding musicians are priceless.
You know him, oh?
Of course, everyone who studies music knows him. He is very famous.
In the anticipation of the crowd, he finally arrived. Xinlei was hit and almost fell down. Fortunately, he was held in time. After stabilizing her body, Xinlei quickly got up and thanked her, and he entered the hotel surrounded by people. His assistant carefully inspected the furnishings in the room. After seeing Qin Lang's paintings, the taste is too low. I'm very sorry. I'll send someone to deal with it right away. Xiao Yang was surprised to see it. I was very angry when I learned the reason. Even want to ask Dad not to do this man's business. Qin Lang felt that art was inherently subjective. I'm used to being treated this way. This side was originally Ando Maple arranged private butler. Yen Ling came out depressed. Turns out, he has to translate the materials sent from abroad at any time. Therefore, the personal butler must be proficient in English, Japanese and French.
Don't you speak 8 languages?
8 countries. Does it include Britain, Japan and France?
That's the most basic. Okay.
No, Xinlei has just arrived and doesn't have enough experience. If she...
I can do it.
She calmly accepted the task. Ando Maple has seen her information, offered to talk alone. Ask her some questions in 3 languages.
Your hands are beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Have you ever been to Paris?
Been to Paris. The night there is beautiful.
If there's a chance, I want to learn more Chinese.
I'd be happy to teach you if you'd like.
Her answer was so good that Ando Maple was very satisfied. Quickly passed smoothly.
Call a girl into the room so late. Also buy wine, pervert.
He is a famous musician with temperament. You don't talk nonsense.
My paintings have no temperament. Just now Xinlei suddenly received a phone call from Ando Maple. Get back to the hotel immediately. So Qin Lang borrowed a car to take her there. On the way, she went to the convenience store to buy wine for Ando Maple. Make Qin Lang very upset. She quickly arrived at the hotel. There was an invitation from France. Need help to reply. Qin Lang was relieved to see her coming out soon. The next day Xinlei came to work but was stopped. The reporter hopes to exchange money for Ando Maple's itinerary and habits, but was decisively rejected. Soon the agent came to check the room. I found out there was beer. He went straight into a rage. The contract clearly stipulates that Ando Maple cannot drink. Xinlei can only lie that she brought the wine to drink in the morning. The agent instantly debunked her lies and fired her. Ando Maple immediately got up to stop it. He promised never to drink again, in exchange for the buds to stay. The broker is very dissatisfied but can only agree. Soon Ando Maple asked someone to bring Xinlei over. She saw the reporter this morning. It turned out that Ando Maple deliberately sent someone to test her.
What do you mean? Use that man to test me. You think I look people can't trust? Then please ask someone else to be clever.
I'm terribly sorry about that. But please understand. This is to protect my privacy. I know you will be angry, but please forgive me, and continue this work.
Not waiting for her answer, I heard a voice at the door. Xiao Yang brought Qin Lang to the hotel and said what happened today. He was hostile to Maple Ando. He also asked him why he wanted to remove the painting from the room. He said he didn't know, still willing to hang it back again. Finally, Qin Lang's painting hung back in the presidential suite. He confessed that he liked the painting very much.
Why was Ando looking at that painting? I saw a little sentimental look on his face.
Why would I mind anything? What's the feeling of looking at that painting? Or do I mind the way he looks at Xinlei?
Qin Lang soon returned to the night market to help. He was angry. In the afternoon, I didn't have a hard time in front of Ando Peak. The thought of missing the god burnt the oyster fry. His call to Xinlei was picked up by Bijou. They came to the meeting after work to listen to Ando Maple playing the piano. Xinlei can't help but think of the time spent with her parents, sit next to play together. Qin Lang happened to see this scene when he arrived. He was jealous and called Xinlei to let her go home quickly, because the house into the thief. As expected, she hurried back. Qin Lang is ahead of her. Throw all her clothes and shoes out of the window. She checked and found jewelry and cash, so in no hurry.
Thieves only steal clothes and shoes. Why so strange?
You are strange. There is no hurry when things are stolen. If the thief knows, he won't give it back to you.
Where can a thief steal somebody else's things and give them back?
Why not? Look at you, don't care. Is it more important than what you are busy?
She did not answer. This makes Qin Lang even more angry. Want to go out to check the situation is also blocked. She thinks today's Qin Lang is very strange. Unknown the truth after the grandmother and Ada check. It also means that nothing has been lost. Only Xinlei's clothes and shoes are missing. Ada said the doors and windows were not pried. There are no mud footprints left in the room, so there must be an insider. After analysis, Grandma felt that the heart bud was shouting to catch the thief. Thought she was getting sympathy, to get the chance to stay. Her angry denial. Qin Lang also admitted that he did it himself. Grandma is still stubborn that they're colluding.
I've had enough. You don't need to insult people like this if you want to drive me away, do you? Didn't I say I would move out with my first month's salary? Okay, then I'll go and find a house tomorrow, okay?
I didn't force you to move. You can find it slowly. Is not allowed to lie.
It's really bad luck. If something is stolen, you will be wronged. Inexplicable.
Xinlei got up and left. Qin Lang is very guilty, sneaking out in the middle of the night to put away your clothes and shoes. The next day, Qin Lang offered to help her find it, but was refused. She said she had a few more clothes to wear. Wait for the money to buy a pair of shoes. Grandma heard their conversation and got up and returned to her room. Take out the clothes you wore when you were young.
Grandma, your clothes are too vulgar. The beautiful girl of 2006. Why are you wearing this?
And wear out will be laughing to death, and die of shame.
She can only give up, and Qin Lang kept the words of Xinlei in mind, to help her buy a pair of shoes. At this time, Maple Ando wants to go out for a break before the concert. I hope Xinlei and Bijou will accompany me. Qin Lang was jealous when he heard about it, came to the hotel to find the heart bud but met Xiaoyang. Xiaoyang asked him to finish the painting of the hotel. While chatting, he deliberately said that Xinlei seduced Ando Maple. I think this trip was arranged by Xinlei. Qin Lang told her not to say any more, but she continues to embed.
You think about it, since Ando Maple appeared, is there still you in Xinlei's eyes? Which thing is not to take Ando Maple as the priority? Put Ando Maple first.
Stop talking.
Qin Lang directly upset the palette. The clothes are also dirty. Xiaoyang offered to take him to the room to clean up. This scene happened to be seen by Bijou. She hurried to find Xinlei and said that Qin Lang was opening a room with Xiaoyang. Two people posing as housekeepers come knocking at the door. Xiaoyang did not open the door. Also recognized that this is the voice of Bijou. They take a detour and peek back there. Sure enough, I saw two people's clothes put together. Xiaoyang deliberately let Xinlei misunderstand, constantly urging Qin Lang to come out of the bathroom.
What are you doing?
Xiaoyang intentionally kisses Qin Lang, making Xinlei witness it. He rushes out to explain. Xinlei runs away without looking back. He realizes this was deliberate. Angrily, he demands why Xiaoyang did this. She admits liking Qin Lang and couldn't resist kissing him. Qin Lang believes it's pure possessiveness. She just wants something she's desired since childhood. This kiss is just a tool to steal affection. She denies this accusation. She claims Qin Lang was always hers. He tries to leave but she stops him. Xiaoyang urges him to be fair. Don't only have eyes for you, Xinlei. He finally confronts his true feelings. When you love someone, they become your whole world.
He's here.
She mistakes a bus arrival for Qin Lang coming. Her eyes betray deep disappointment. As Qin Lang bikes over to explain, he just misses Xinlei. Bijou thinks his absence means he's chosen Xiaoyang. Neither notices Qin Lang chasing the bus. He loses this chance to explain. Returning home with shoes for Xinlei, he finds her missing. Qin Lang feels relieved, yet strangely afraid to see her. But then he reasons, I've done nothing wrong.
Taking a hotel shower isn't a crime. Peeping is the real invasion. Why would a princess abandon her castle to invade my life? She's turned everything upside down. My only mistake was ever meeting her.
You can still walk away.
Xinlei sits in the yard drinking coffee. Qin Lang tries to explain but is cut off. We were never real lovers, she states. No more pretending. I'll leave after getting paid. No need for lies. Let's just tell everyone we've broken up.
Do you really want to end this?
There's nothing to end. We were never truly together. It's not even a question.
Qin Lang aches but can't object. He leaves heartbroken. Xinlei finds his gift of shoes. She returns them immediately, claims they're too plain for her taste. He accepts them helplessly, oblivious to her true feelings.
Idiot. Giving shoes means you want someone to leave. Do you really want me gone?
Undeterred, he transforms the shoes with unique designs. Next day, her heel breaks. Seizing the chance, he offers his customized shoes.
One-of-a-kind limited edition. By a future master artist. Scared to wear them? Too bold for your style? Bet you can't even match them with your fancy clothes.
Xinlei mocks his weak reverse psychology. She wears them defiantly, offering payment. Shoes mean farewell, I'll buy them myself. No obligations between us. Qin Lang remains confused by her actions, yet seeing her wear them lifts his mood. The group later visits a water park for events. Ando seeks relaxation before concerts. Tension flares between Qin Lang and Ando Foam. A wave knocks Ando over. Xinlei rushes to help Ando up, accusing Qin Lang of bullying. A pianist's hands must be protected. Ando insists he's fine. Moreover, Qin Lang was amusing himself alone. Xinlei avoided explanations and dragged him away. Qin Lang noticed Xinlei didn't even remove her shoes. Before rushing to check on Ando Foam, a pang of irritation surged within him.
Sorry for soaking your sneakers.
It's fine. I don't care about these shoes.
Qin stood up, telling her to return them if unsatisfied. She retorted to just discard ill-fitting items, so neither side feels forced. But we're still in the trial phase.
Don't shoes deserve dignity? These perfectly good shoes shouldn't beg for your approval. Take them off if you hate them.
Their argument escalated heatedly. Xinlei kicked off the shoes and stormed away. Qin hesitated, then grabbed the shoes to follow. Xinlei angrily rejected his approach. Qin stopped her with playful banter, persuading her to keep the shoes. Give them a 7-day trial period. She finally smiled and accepted them again. The next day's book signing descended into chaos as fans mobbed Ando Foam. Xinlei had to whisk him away. Qin gave chase urgently, ultimately pursuing the fairy on a bike strapped to his car. But his efforts proved futile. He called Xinlei for updates, but she refused his visit. Their bickering resumed fiercely, thus the chance slipped away. Meanwhile, Xinlei shared her life story with Ando Foam, her family's bankruptcy and breakup with Shandong, and how she met Qin Lang. Her parents' house turned out to be Qin's home.
He couldn't stand me at first. If not for my family's ruin, I'd be dining at Shanghai's finest, with another man right now, living carefree.
Ando confessed his envy, having endured rigid training since childhood, now bound by concert obligations. Xinlei felt genuine sympathy. After sharing their stories, Ando said this trip delighted him, thanks to Xinlei's company. Recalling his past comments, she guessed resembling someone dear to him. He revealed, "You resemble my only confidant and sister, who died from illness. Being with you feels like having her back." Seeing his sorrow, Xinlei had him describe his sister's image. The memories brought him unexpected peace. His sister will always watch over him. Tears flowed as he voiced his longing. Xinlei embraced him tenderly. Qin Lang witnessed this scene. After time, Ando regained composure, surveying the foreign city. Xinlei valued Qin's protection. Though penniless, hope remained. Lost in thought, she accidentally dropped shoes into water.
You Xinlei.
Ando phone captured the moment on camera. Qin misunderstood her choice of Ando. They seemed perfect for each other. A princess like her could never love an ordinary forest spirit like him. Back at the hotel, Bijou relayed Qin's words to Xinlei. Xinlei found this baffling. She stormed to confront Qin. Barging in, she demanded answers. He reluctantly followed.
What did you tell Bijou about?
What exactly did I say?
You said I belong with Ando, that we're better matched.
I only spoke truth.
Truth or hidden feelings? Silence lingered between them. Under Xinlei's persistent questioning, he insisted they should cut ties cleanly after the breakup. Xinlei hated him making decisions unilaterally. They cautiously probed each other's feelings. Their argument escalated into a fierce fight. Xinlei pushed him into the swimming pool.
Right now, we're still officially dating. And who I match with isn't your decision to make.
Wait.
What?
If we're really dating, we should share both joys and sorrows together.
Xinlei got dragged into the pool, pounding Qin Lang angrily.
What are you doing?
Soon they climbed out of the pool together. Xinlei questioned the meaning of their kiss. Qin Lang said it's normal for couples to kiss, but secretly, they both still worried about Xiaoyang and Ando. Xinlei saw Qin Lang kiss Xiaoyang at the hotel. Qin Lang confronted her about hugging Ando. She mistakenly thought he was stalking her. Jealousy and misunderstanding sparked another quarrel.
Suddenly I feel time slipping away. If I had more time, maybe I could tell her? I never wanted to break up with her. If possible, I want to stay with her forever.
After the playful tussle, their feelings for each other seemed clearer now. Next morning, Xinlei just woke up, when Bijou rushed in with bad news. Ando's manager was livid, demanding they return immediately. She regretted canceling plans with Qin Lang, but had to return to the hotel obediently. The manager berated them loudly. Bijou explained Ando insisted on going. He dismissed it, vowing to investigate thoroughly. Xinlei begged him to stop pressuring Ando, urging him to let Ando make friends freely. He demanded the manager fire Xinlei instead. Xiaoyang came looking for Qin Lang, just as the manager called. After hearing the full story, she firmly refused to fire Xinlei. Qin Lang looked shocked. She knew if Xinlei lost her job, she'd keep living with Qin Lang, leaving them no alone time. The manager pleaded desperately. Ando stepped forward to take responsibility. The manager demanded at least change attendance. Yanling volunteered eagerly, but Ando refused to be controlled any longer. Yanling started making snide remarks. Bijou recognized her blatant jealousy. Their mutual dislike escalated to physical fighting. Xinlei intervened but accidentally pushed Yanling. Chaos ensued again. The manager's arrival finally stopped the commotion. She helped Ando pick perfect formal attire. Ando was thoroughly pleased. He retrieved a ring from the safe, his sister's gift for his 20th birthday. He always wears it during performances. It's like his lucky charm.
You used your sister's birthday as the code to protect this keepsake?
Tomorrow's my sister's birthday. I saved 2 premium tickets for you.
Please come. She agreed happily. Unbeknownst to them, Yanling overheard everything. She found Xixian's letter at home, and wrote back sharing recent updates. She mentioned making more good friends lately.
My housekeeper Mudenpa can be chatty, but she keeps the house spotless daily. She looks after my daily routines well. Chef Ada may seem rough around edges, but cooks delicious meals every day. As for Qin Lang, he still drives me around.
Xinlei went to mail a letter. Ada mentioned tomorrow's her payday, meaning she'll move out as agreed. Xinlei overheard their conversation. Tomorrow's salary day arrives, which marks her departure. Granny and Ada told Qin Lang remind her, but she cut them off decisively. She'll honor the deal and leave tomorrow. Granny worries she's got nowhere to stay. Xinlei said a hotel dorm opened up. Qin Lang's too distressed to sleep. Xinlei feels unwelcome and hurt. They bumped into each other outside. Qin Lang wanted to ask her to stay, but his hesitation caused misunderstanding. Her hesitation was misunderstood. Sarcasm filled Xinlei's voice as Qin Lang pretended not to want her gone. Frustrated, he blurted out, "Just move out."
Returning to Taipei means, we're officially over.
Exes shouldn't drag things out. You leaving is for the best.
Qin Lang.
What now? Calling my name for packing hell?
I'll pack my own things.
Happy packing then.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Both hid their true feelings, hurting each other with sharp words. Their argument ended bitterly. The next morning's breakfast hung heavy with unspoken wishes for Xinlei to stay.
Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Ada, for everything these 2 months.
I'll get the soy sauce.
Toothpicks. I'll get them.
Alone at the table, neither could voice their hearts. Xinlei kept wearing the shoes he designed. Grandma and Ada wept privately. Xinlei gazed at the memory-filled house. Ando's concert day arrived, but his sister's ring was missing. The safe stood empty. Suspicion fell on Xinlei. She had room access, and knew the safe combination. Staff were called to lockers. The search revealed the ring in Xinlei's locker. Ando confronted her in shock. Her protests fell on deaf ears. Bijou raced to the night market. Xinlei's been arrested. None could believe the charges. Xinlei arrived too late. Grandma pleaded at the station. Anxious friends waited outside.
Caught red-handed. Lies. Did you see her steal? Who knows her better, you or me? Xinlei's proud, but never a thief. She wouldn't steal.
Pleas fell on deaf ears. Xinlei sped to Ando's. Guards blocked his way. Ando ordered them to stand down. This pains me too, Ando said. Xinlei threw the first punch. Ando retaliated instantly. Then cooler heads prevailed.
You doubt her feelings for you.
Ando avoided the question. A phone revealed footage. Xinlei diving for shoes. Xinlei stared in disbelief. Ando described that day's events. Never saw her so desperate, so terrified to lose something. Though new to her, those shoes meant everything. Xinlei understood now. He raced to confess.
I stole the ring. I attacked him. Everything's my fault. Arrest me instead. Release Xinlei now.
Go home.
His desperate confession changed nothing. Visiting hours had ended. He left defeated. Grandma and Ada worried sick, her packed luggage stinging their hearts. Grandma never wanted her gone, even bending house rules. Remembering their time together, Ando withdrew charges. Bail money was required. He offered payment. Grandma declined. When Xinlei emerged, she maintained innocence.
Grandma believes in you. And I believe in you too.
Me too.
Xinlei is deeply moved. Grandma sends Xinlei to the food stall. While she raises bail money, Xinlei feels utterly useless. Xinlei has strong self-respect, yet she's jailed like a criminal. He can't do anything to help. Other vendors hear about the incident, and pool money for Xinlei. Grandma tries to mortgage the deed with Xiaoyan, to secure quick loans.
What's so special about you, Xinlei? Why does everyone defend her?
Since Xinlei lives with us, it's my duty to care for her.
You barely know her. Why protect a thief?
Fine, keep your money.
Wait.
Grandma freezes in her tracks. Bijou pleads with the manager. Yanling volunteers as Ando's butler. The manager quickly approves, but Ando rejects her offer. Grandma secures the loan. Xinlei bails Xinlei out immediately. She refuses to leave until cleared.
Are you deaf? I said I'm not leaving.
Are you blind? Can't you see I'm worried?
Just leave me alone.
I wish I could ignore you.
Their argument escalates. Xinlei confronted Ando yesterday, and made a scene here. Vendors donated despite hardships. Grandma and Ada worked tirelessly.
You all hate me, don't you? Did I ask for your help?
You're just a proud, arrogant, spoiled heiress. No one likes that. Go back to jail then.
Xinlei runs off in tears. Xinlei chases after her. She collapses sobbing on the ground. He gently coaxes her home. She melts into his arms, crying. Ando's concert begins. He glances at Xinlei's empty seat, realizing he lost his only friend. Xinlei brings Xinlei home. Grandma tells her to rest and take a warm bath. After cleaning up, she finds Xinlei's Shanghai feast. He properly mashed the taro this time. Grandma made lucky pork noodles. Ada serves her dishes. Touched but uneasy, she leaves early, retiring to her room. She dreams of the dark jail cell, surrounded by hostile inmates. Waking with a scream, Grandma rushes to comfort her. In delirium, she mistakes her for Mom. Reality returns with familiar voice. I know you hate me, she pleads through tears. Grandma reassures her. My loud voice doesn't mean you're not family now.
You won't send me away?
Silly child. Never.
Grandma, thank you.
their misunderstandings dissolve. In this night's warmth, Qin Lang watches her sleep, holding her hand, to chase away nightmares. Next morning, she's missing. She's hanging laundry outside. They stare in disbelief. Just found free time. She did the laundry for everyone. Grandma looked pleased. But something felt off. She mistook bleach for detergent. Xinlei hurried to the room as trouble brewed. After breakfast, Xinlei wore Qin Lang's shoes and left. Qin Lang rushed after her anxiously. She's heading to the hotel to get her things and say goodbye. Qin Lang offered to go with her, but she wanted to face life bravely alone. He's glad she's rediscovered her true self, admitting he loves her like this. Tension thickened between them. Their feelings could no longer be contained. Ando gazed at the ring pensively. Yenling became the new personal assistant. She offered to return it to the safe. Ando caught the discrepancy, demanding answers. How did you know it was in the safe? The truth emerged under questioning. Yenling stole the ring and framed Xinlei. He came to apologize but found Qin Lang, and confessed everything. Xinlei learned the truth, confronting Yenling about her motives. Xiao Yang claimed it was his idea.
Because you're annoying, and self-righteous.
Hey,
let her finish. Yenling's worked here 3 years. She's been reliable until now. Ando's position rightfully belongs to Yenling. You stole her job thinking you're better. Have you ever apologized to her?
Xiao Yang wanted to teach her a lesson, to ruin her perfect image. Furious, she threatened to call police, but Xiao Yang shifted all blame to Yenling. Xinlei realized she likes Qin Lang. That's why she did this. I won't give up Qin Lang. She walked away decisively. Bijou said Qin Lang would be thrilled to hear those words. Xinlei wondered why she spoke so impulsively. Memories with Qin Lang surfaced. She knew those were true feelings.
I mean it, Bijou.
Returning home, they found officers waiting. All charges against Xinlei were dropped. It was just a misunderstanding.
Mr. Ando Kaidi explained, that ring was meant for you. I meant it as a joke. But the agent took it seriously. The theft accusation was a mistake.
Ando left the ring and a letter. Xinlei refused them, but learned he's leaving for Tokyo. The letter said he couldn't face her, hence this silent farewell. Xinlei raced to the airport, catching him before boarding. Ando stood guilty yet relieved. I don't deserve your friendship. Friends should trust each other, but friends also need understanding. She returned the ring firmly. This one's fake. The real ring's still with Ando. He bought Qin Lang's painting, reminding him of both sister and Xinlei. Seeing their mutual feelings, he wished them happiness. After clearing misunderstandings, he departed with blessings.
Keep smiling like this. Is someone planning to return soon? Trying to worry someone to death?
Is someone being too chatty? Tell someone that someone's coming back.
Xinlei bid Ando farewell. Their bond grew stronger through the trial. Everyone celebrates Xinlei's safe return. She asks about the origin of the bail money. Granny avoids mentioning the land deed mortgage, snapping, "Stop asking about it." She bows her head, then breaks into sobs. Granny immediately softens. "I scolded you because I didn't want you worrying." Xinlei understands Granny's true intentions. She realizes she's truly part of the family. Clutching Granny's hand, "Thank you, thank you." She presents a carefully wrapped gift. The family gathers for this heartfelt moment. Granny accepts the gift tearfully. Qin Lang, take her out for a proper meal. At dinner, Qin Lang finally opens up. He shares his family history. "My father was a painter, who disappeared when I was young. Mom passed away soon after. I got scammed in Shanghai, then saw Dad's painting at Xingfu 131. When the owner couldn't pay, he took Dad's artwork as collateral."
That's why you worked at Xingfu 131?
If he was there once, he might return. I waited 3 months, but no sign of him.
The puzzle pieces click for Xinlei. She lightens the mood. "Sing me a song." Next day, Xinlei helps prepare ingredients. "Let Qin Lang pursue art," she urges. "Art won't put food on the table. I won't let him follow his father's path." After returning home, Qin Lang thought Xinlei was in the yard. He mustered courage to say what he couldn't face to face.
2 days from now will be Valentine's Day. If you'd spend it with me, knock thrice on the window.
But there was no response. He compromised. Even one knock, still silence persisted. He opened the door to an empty room. The trio returned, eyeing Qin Lang suspiciously. They'd gone shopping with Xinlei. After preparing ingredients, his failed confession frustrated him. Friends brought Qin Lang's stored belongings. His excuses worsened the situation. The box revealed Xinlei's clothes and shoes.
The thief is Qin Lang.
He stood guiltily, speechless.
Our oysters are biggest around. Vegetables served generous. Secret recipe sauce makes us special.
Granny Peony's well trained, reciting lines perfectly.
Exactly. And
You look younger, Granny. That glittering hair clip makes you shine.
Xinlei's first day helping at the food stall. Granny wore her gifted hair clip. Miracles abound. They marveled. They stole moments to chat. Qin Lang asked her out for Valentine's. She agreed, requesting a painting. That night, she wrote to Xishan again. In this strange place, I've found home.
You'd ask, where's my staff? They're gone now. Only family remains.
Qin Lang's more than family. He's indispensable now. Valentine's Day arrived. Qin Lang dressed formally. He waited early with flowers. Xinlei arrived promptly.
Why stand here?
Waiting for someone special.
Someone looks dashing today. Must be very important.
Someone looks stunning today. Must be very important.
Comfortable silence between them. Qin Lang chose an upscale restaurant. He stopped her from eating. Nervous confession attempt failed. He awkwardly offered flowers. Xinlei counted 13 roses. 13 sounds like separate. She grew upset. She gave him 3 roses back.
My 10 represent perfection. Your 3 mean.
I love you.
You're half-baked.
Qin Lang was crestfallen. Xinlei thought his gifts carried hidden meanings. Their romantic dinner ended in bickering. Neither would yield. They stormed home angry. Xinlei told him to close his eyes. Your gift's ready. Art supplies awaited him. He remembered his painting promise. Worked all night to finish. Next day, he presented the artwork. Make a wish to the magic lamp. She deemed it unrealistic. At his insistence, she made 2 wishes.
First, my parents aren't bankrupt. I remain the rich heiress. Second, Yin Shangdong's single, begging for my love forever.
Qin Lang felt a pang in his heart. He believed the wishes made to the magic lamp would come true. Xinlei dismissed the first 2 wishes as invalid. She vowed to use the final wish wisely. Qin Lang remained visibly unsettled. She joked sarcastically, hoping the first 2 wishes would backfire. Shangdong suddenly appeared at the door.
I've been searching everywhere for you. I'll never leave you again.
Shangdong embraced Xinlei tightly. Qin Lang stood by awkwardly. Shangdong tried explaining the engagement but was cut off. Xinlei refused to hear excuses. She couldn't bear seeing him. He swore to never hurt Xinlei again. Vowed to keep her by his side forever. Her gaze drifted to Qin Lang. She shook free and walked away. Shangdong tried following but was stopped. Why weren't you there for Xinlei when she needed you most? You abandoned her before. You forfeited the right to return. Qin Lang stormed back home. Shangdong didn't pursue. His reappearance rekindled memories of their past romance. Qin Lang casually suggested she shower. Noticing her melancholy mood, Qin Lang confronted Shangdong again, urged him to give Xinlei space. Shangdong refused to back down. Demanded to explain face to face. Xinlei appeared at the doorway. What's there to explain? Shangdong rushed to confess his feelings. Xinlei agreed to a private talk. Qin Lang called out anxiously.
Don't go.
Trust me.
Seeing her determination, Qin Lang relented. They sat down to talk. We're through. Go live happily with Miss Han. The engagement's cancelled. It was always a business deal.
I'm calling it off.
Shangdong, did you do something to upset Miss Han? I found someone I truly love.
Miss Han's boyfriend wouldn't propose. Our engagement was to provoke him. Now they've reconciled. Shangdong leveraged Han family's influence to resolve business crises for both families in Shanghai.
You could have cancelled before our engagement, but you saved our family first.
Don't flatter yourself. Had I refused, I'd be engaged to someone worse.
We both gained from the arrangement. Everything's resolved now. You make it sound so simple. When I came to Taiwan alone, you never saw my struggles. Shangdong claimed his suffering too. Haven't slept or eaten for months. Searched desperately for forgiveness.
Why should I forgive? I loved you completely. Trusted you utterly. You destroyed us. For a damn business deal. Do you know?
He remained silent. produced the engagement ring, stared at it whenever missing her, begged for next lifetime to atone. She promised to consider it. Grandma tried reclaiming the deed, but Mr. Kai showed transfer papers, mocked her carelessness. Kai planned hotel development. He stubbornly refuses to return the deed to her. Granny is furious. Xiao Yang promises to persuade his dad. Xinlei and Bijou are job hunting again. Someone asks Xinlei where she got her shoes, admiring the painted patterns. Disappointed to learn they're unavailable, he asks to take a photo instead. Xinlei agrees cheerfully. After the interview, they chat. Bijou notices she's acting strange. Xinlei reveals Shangdong's return. Bijou agrees it's complicated. Qin Lang treats her well but is poor. Shangdong loves her dearly, plus his family's wealthy. Returning to Shanghai means comfort. Xinlei ponders deeply. Her gaze falls on her shoes. Good shoes aren't about price tags, but how comfortable they feel. Even cheap ones can be beloved.
Even without money or social status. Missing him when apart. Happiness when together. That's my answer.
What are you talking about? This isn't about shoes. You mean...
So she chooses Qin Lang. Bijou gets excited, urging her to tell Qin Lang now. Xinlei calls him for an urgent meetup. He happily buys 99 roses, ready to confess his love. Both eagerly await the meeting. Xiao Yang intercepts Xinlei, demanding to explain bail money, where it came from. Xinlei cancels her date with Qin Lang. Xiao Yang shares childhood bullying. Qin Lang protected him then. The whole market sees them as soulmates. She's loved Qin Lang for years. Xinlei struggles to comprehend. Xiao Yang continues. Granny mortgaged her home for bail money. Xinlei is shocked, promising to pay back, but can't gather such a huge sum, begging Xiao Yang for mercy. Xiao Yang sees no sincerity, hates Xinlei for stealing Qin Lang.
He never truly loved you. You're deluding yourself. I hate boyfriend stealers like you. Why would Granny mortgage home for trash like you?
Furious but restrained, Xiao Yang storms off after threats. Xinlei resolves to reclaim the house. Meanwhile, Shangdong arrives, claims to be Xinlei's fiancé. After reading her letters to Xixian, identifies them as housekeeper Madame Ho, chef Ada, driver Qin Lang, offers money for Xinlei's care. Granny explodes in anger. Xinlei's just a tenant. I own this house. Screams at him to leave, collapses from distress. Qin Lang calls ambulance.
What's wrong with Granny?
Move. We're rushing to hospital.
What happened?
Stop pretending. Rich girl. A servant's life means nothing to you. Get lost.
Granny.
Is this really what you think? Am I just staff to you? Leave.
Xinlei checks on Granny, gets shoved, worried sick, watches ambulance depart. Granny's condition stabilizes, needs hospital monitoring. Qin Lang stays at hospital. Xinlei waits anxiously. Ada finally returns. She demands answers. He said Shangdong came to give money to the butler and chef, mocking how thorough the rich are with their arrangements. Nai Nai's sincerity was treated so callously. Ada says they're poor but have self-respect, and won't take a single penny from her. He tells her to leave immediately. She felt helpless and heartbroken, but remembered when writing to Xixian, she did lie about them being servants. Xian Lei calls Xixian for clarification. She then discovers Xixian gave Shangdong her Taiwan address, and showed him the letters. Xixian claims it wasn't intentional. Shangdong insisted on knowing Xian Lei's well-being. Xian Lei hangs up in disappointment. I never treated them as servants. I lied to reassure Xixian. Ada finds her crying. Next day she begs Ada to visit Nai Nai. He reluctantly agrees. At the hospital, they meet Qin Lang. He demands why she hurt Nai Nai. Xian Lei's explanations fall on deaf ears.
You sent in Shangdong with money, didn't you?
That's not true.
You're planning to return to Shanghai with him, aren't you?
No.
Stop lying.
You don't trust me?
How can I trust you?
Xinlei was heartbroken. Qin Lang left without hesitation, seeing him return to the ward alone. Ada couldn't help but reveal. Xinlei stayed up all last night, crying in the living room. Her care for us is genuine. Qin Lang realized his mistake. He rushed out to bring her back. She called Shangdong to talk.
Where are you? I'll pick you up.
No, I'm coming to you.
Qin Lang saw Xinlei board the bus. He chased it, but missed her.
I've fallen for someone else.
Is this your angry excuse to lie? You haven't truly loved anyone.
I love Qin Lang.
Shandong froze in shock. Xinlei pressed on, declaring love for Qin Lang, Granny, and Ada. I choose to stay with them. Shandong doubted she'd forget their past. That's all behind me now. Just go back without me. He refused to give up on her. Qin Lang arrived urgently, but missed Xinlei's departure. Why are you doing this? I'm taking her back to Shanghai. You're from different worlds. Staying with you folks was just her last resort.
She's radiant and unique, a true diamond. All eyes follow her presence. She deserves to be cherished. Do you get it? Look what you've let her become. Riding buses, job hunting. You watch her suffer, dulling her sparkle. How can you claim to love her, and let this happen?
Qin Lang stood silent. You don't deserve her. Qin wandered to the food street, finding Xinlei running a stall. Go home now. I'm staying to help. You don't belong here. But Granny always said, this street never sleeps. I'll stay till she recovers. As they argued, a diner left without paying. Xinlei chased him down. Pay your bill. He shoved her to the ground. Shandong and Xiaoyang witnessed this. Qin Lang grabbed the man.
Fine, I'll pay. It's just an oyster omelette.
Take that back. We're a legacy business. We use premium ingredients, bigger oysters, fresher veggies. Our secret sauce makes it unique.
She walked away firmly. The crowd dispersed. Xiaoyang sided with Shandong. Xinlei limped home after work. Qin Lang saw her transformation. No trace left of her glittering past. He rode her home silently, contemplating letting go, unaware she was praying, don't give up on me. He treated her wounds at home. She tried to explain, but was silenced by her kiss. Actions spoke her heart. He pulled away instinctively.
I love you.
Moved deeply, he steeled himself to lie. This isn't your real life. Forget everything here. You don't mean that. I never loved you. He kept pushing her away. Fine. I'll leave. Qin Lang storms out in despair, taking those sneakers with him. He rides away and discards them, wanting Xinlei to move on completely. He hopes she'll find true happiness again. To his shock, she emerges searching tearfully, and crosses paths with Shandong.
I'll buy you any shoes you want tomorrow.
You can't afford these. These are master-crafted limited editions. Globally, there's only one pair.
Xinlei demands Shandong leave immediately, threatening to cut ties permanently. She resumes searching for Qin Lang's gift. Shandong hesitates to approach further, spotting the shoes roadside at last. She clutches them desperately, weeping. Grandma soon regains consciousness. Xinlei visits, announcing her move-out plans. I'm sorry for deceiving you before. Are there more secrets you're keeping? Qin Lang and I weren't really dating. Grandma appears startled, but commends her honesty regardless. Xinlei finally relaxes. Qin Lang puts up a cheerful front, but around someone like you, he must feel inadequate. If nothing's there, end communication. Leaving hospital, Xinlei confronts Xiaoyang. I'm leaving tomorrow. Honor your promise now.
I'll return the deed when you're gone. Also, if you tell Qin Lang, I'm keeping the deed forever.
Xinlei silently agrees and departs. She receives a sneaker company call. You got the position, but I'm leaving Taiwan. Please hire Bijou instead. At the food stall, she works mechanically, her movements practiced and precise. She carefully packs Qin Lang's gifts away. Qin Lang waits outside. You'll always be family here. This is your home, unless you choose otherwise. His confession stays trapped in his throat. Xinlei weeps silently indoors, sacrificing love to reclaim the deed. We were never compatible. Yesterday's confession was a joke.
Maybe, just a little. You were kind to me, always following me around. If I said I wasn't moved, that'd make me heartless. But drivers stay drivers. Who'd choose a chauffeur when a prince arrives?
Qin Lang sees through her lies. She deflects painfully, snapping faux anger instructions. Confess quickly to future crushes. Never abandon your art. Even if you fry oysters forever, no one should look down on you. Never doubt your worth. He pleads one last time. Stay. Her silence answers cruelly. Sleepless agony grips them both. Qin Lang steals a farewell kiss. Thinking her asleep, he whispers raw truths.
Just leave me. One token. To prove you were real. I love you so much. Tears seep beneath closed lids.
He pockets her hairpin as keepsake.
She used you as rebound trash. Now her fiancé's back. You're disposable. What are you? Garbage. Worthless feelings.
Shut up.
Qin Lang.
Xinlei departs with Shandong today. Ada stands up for Qin Lang. Because I couldn't bear watching him get bullied. The atmosphere turned extremely awkward. He accused Xinlei of ruining his brotherhood. Xinlei walked away without looking back. But her inner turmoil left her sobbing alone in the car. Shandong arranged a place for her in Taiwan. The spacious apartment had dresses sorted by color, and the latest shoe collection. Everything met her former high standards, yet she showed no interest. Clothes just need to be wearable, shoes just need to be durable. Shandong urged her to return to Shanghai, and move in with him temporarily. He wanted to give her eternal happiness, but she firmly rejected his kiss. Their relationship seemed irreparable. During their dinner together, Shandong's phone rang when he went to restroom. Xinlei saw Xiaoyang's caller ID. She answered the call. Xiaoyang demanded their return to Shanghai, or she'd keep the land deed.
I won't leave until you return the deed. It's you. Show me the deed tomorrow first. I'll watch you give it to or I'm staying in Taipei.
She trembled after hanging up. Shandong colluded with Xiaoyang. Furious, she took a taxi and left. She went to find Qin Lang at Food Street. While he waited at her doorstep, they missed each other again. Xinlei had no choice but to leave. Your happiness is what matters most. Like when I spent 2 years crafting that engagement ring. Now I'll return to Shanghai alone. Had this not happened, we'd be happily together already. Let's reset everything. Qin Lang left as they returned. He wandered the streets aimlessly, slept rough that night. Bijou got hired at sneaker company. The manager wants to discuss something urgent. They still want the graffiti sneaker designer, trying to contact the artist. After business talk, they chatted. Hearing Xinlei's leaving tomorrow, Bijou grew emotional. Why choose Qin Lang yet leave with Shandong? Xinlei explained the deed situation.
Would you really give up love for a house?
That house means everything to Grandma. It's only fair. We met because of that house. Now we part because of it. Bijou called. Qin Lang's missing. Xinlei panicked, told Shandong she needed to go somewhere. Through winding streets she ran, to their wishing spot with Qin Lang's Qin Lang was there. Xinlei found Qin Lang. I'm leaving for Shanghai tomorrow. Keep painting. Find true love. Qin Lang closed his eyes, reaching out to caress her face in the air, imagining her future happiness. With a prince who'll cherish her. No more arguments, only peace. She kissed him as final farewell, a goodbye to heal their wounds. With time. Next day, Xinlei left with Shandong. Qin Lang couldn't face goodbye. Sneaker company recreated graffiti from photos, but they were unsatisfied with the product.
It's just not ugly enough.
Not ugly enough.
Ugly cute and cute ugly balance. The artists we hired lack raw creativity. We need genuine graffiti-style sneakers. Require pure, untrained artistic touch.
He still wants Qin Lang to do it, but Qin Lang has abandoned painting. Bijou resolves to persuade him again. Xiaoyang arrives to see Qin Lang, thinking she can claim him after Xinlei's departure, but he remains distant. Their conversation escalates to argument. Bijou approaches Qin Lang, reveals the truth behind Xinlei's departure.
Grandma mortgaged the deed to borrow 1.2 million from Kai Xiaoyang's father to bail Xinlei out. She used the deed to force Xinlei to leave you.
You're lying. It's the truth. Bijou's account carries credibility. Qin Lang confronts Xiaoyang with Grandma. Grandma admits expelling Xinlei. I'd rather lose our home than owe her any favors. Get out of here. Xiaoyang storms out. Loving someone isn't wrong. Qin Lang follows. You're only a friend and sister to me. Never hurt others like this again. Grandma thanks Bijou for the truth. Bijou seizes the chance to plead for Qin Lang. His graffiti sneakers have corporate potential. After contemplation, she produces his mother's legacy. Let him decide after seeing this. Reading his mother's diary. Mom never regretted marrying Dad.
Because through him I got you. I'll work hard to pay off the mortgage quickly. I hope I can pay off the house loan quickly. I hope to live with Hui Mei one day. We agreed to work together. After the two families lived together, This is our common dream.
Mother's friend Hui Mei went to Shanghai, and mother in the last moments of life. There is no hatred, but hope that the love of people to achieve the dream. Qin Lang decided to continue painting after watching. Must strive to achieve the dream. Suddenly a photo fell out of the diary. Qin Lang thought the person above seemed familiar. Ada found the words on the back of the photo.
Dear Yiting, is your baby son Qin Lang healthy? I also gave birth to a baby girl. Her name is Xinlei Xinlei.
It turns out that Xinlei is Hui Mei's daughter. The house was bought by two mothers. Grandma, it suddenly dawned on her. Let Qin Lang go to Shanghai to find Xinlei. Grandma called on all the people in the snack street to cheer for Qin Lang. He is inspired and expected to be waiting for himself. When he arrived, he went to the snack bar to find his friends. Everyone was very shocked. Straight picked him up and cheered.
These few months, how are you?
Not good at all. After you left, no one spoke for us. Kui Ji is becoming more and more autocratic.
Also, after you left, no one taught Xiaopeng to make oyster omelets anymore.
Yeah, I'm so stupid. You taught me so many times before you left. I still can't learn.
A few people just catch up and enjoy the joy of reunion. They want to know why Qin Lang suddenly came to Shanghai. But it must not be because I miss my friends. Guess it might have something to do with the glittering big lady. Everyone said, she's never been here since she went broke from home. Chui Gu casually helped them make up the follow-up development. Xinlei may have been emotionally injured and went to Taiwan. Under the comfort of Qin Lang gradually forget the pain. So the two get along day and night, slowly in love with each other. Both of them applauded him in shock, praised him for his rich imagination and become a screenwriter.
What Kui Ji said is true.
Three people suddenly petrified. Listen to Qin Lang's story about what happened during this period of time. It was agreed that it would not be easy for him to save his heart.
The opponent is the Prince Charming of a rich and powerful enterprise. You can live in a luxury house and drive a famous car, but you still have a good talent.
That's right. We this kind of city people can't compare at all.
This is easy to do. The main thing is, if Kui Ji's inference is not wrong, the fatal injury is Qin Lang's lack of confidence. Hurt the heart of Miss Bling. As the saying goes, if you hurt a woman's heart, it will not work every day. Calling ground should not be.
Qin Lang is very low. If you want to stay in the dormitory first, Chui Gu readily agreed. But he wants to continue to be the little prince of oyster frying in the shop. To offset the room charge, he settled in and immediately came to He Hyun's house. I didn't think it was Xinlei who opened the door. The two men stood in place with their four eyes opposite to each other. After Xinlei returns to God, closed the door immediately. She ran back in a panic and told Xixian that Qin Lang was outside. She never thought she'd see Qin Lang again. Don't know what to say, but Qin Lang is out there ringing the doorbell like crazy, so she had to come out and face.
I came all the way out here looking for you. What do you mean by closing the door?
I
came all the way to find you, and you couldn't say a word.
What do you mean? What do you mean by suddenly coming to me so hard?
The pair returned to their daily bickering mode. Qin Lang asked her why she was not here at Shangdong's house, and asked her why she just had a broom. She's a big lady who can't bear hardships. Playing the poor game. Xinlei was very angry when he said so. I think he's baffling.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I pity you that you have no place to live. I'm afraid you'll be wandering the streets.
You Xinlei, have friends in Shanghai. It's not as bad as that. Thank you for your concern.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
They all turned around and left. Direct displeasure. Only then did Qin Lang realize that he had not said anything he wanted to say.
He came to me and said, he came to me because he was afraid I wouldn't have a place to live. Live on the streets. It's really too much.
So you drove him away in a fit of pique.
Otherwise, I would invite him in for tea.
Xinlei did not understand Qin Lang's behavior very much. So angry. He Hyun thinks she's become very different. Never seen her clean before. She feels like living here. Should have helped with the housework. He Hyun didn't understand why she didn't go to Sangdong's house. Sangdong was really worried while she was away. Every day I begged for her address. He Hyun hoped Xinlei can forgive Shandong. But she didn't want to hear any more about going out and looking for a job, because she wants to face her own life independently. At this time, Qin Lang returned to the snack bar. I told my friends what happened just now.
Because see the buds, dressed like her maid sweeping the floor at He Hyun's house, so can't help but scold her. Early no come back to live this day. I won't let her come back. She even said that sweeping the floor is none of my business. Are you angry?
But don't you think it's strange?
Why isn't she with you in Shandong?
Yeah.
But he was just bickering and didn't even ask. Everyone told him not to give up, continue to fight. In the evening, Shandong came to pick up Xinlei. It means that her parents miss her very much. She couldn't refuse and agreed to come to dinner. Shandong's parents are very guilty of Xinlei. It happened suddenly. That's why I put all my anger on her. I'm sorry to break up her monk. I hope I can get her forgiveness, and sincerely invited her to live in Yin's house. She felt very embarrassed. After all, it was the Yu family who made a mistake first. I'm not going to live in Yin's house either. Want to work hard without relying on anyone. Sangdong's parents appreciate her a little more. After dinner, Xinlei will go home and rest first. Hyun stays. Tell Shandong that Qin Lang came today. I learned that Xinlei had driven him away. Shandong was a little relieved, and Xinlei found herself as if she couldn't forget Qin Lang at all. No matter what you do, you will think of him. The next day, Qin Lang wanted to find Xinlei, but he encountered a winning streak. The two sat down to catch up. He asked Qin Lang if he would go to Xinlei's party today.
Do you know where she is?
Of course I know. There's a party for her today.
Will you please take me?
No, please. Anyway, the invitation letter says, the more friends, the more lively. But why aren't you with Xinlei? You guys had a fight.
He said there was a misunderstanding with Xinlei, so I want to explain clearly. The winning streak all decided to do this favor. Agree with Qin Lang to bring friends. He also offered to prepare a suit for him. Everyone will gather soon, ready to help Qin Lang save his heart together. Just now, Qin Lang and his friends, with the help of a winning streak, come to the reception party of Xinlei. Friends soon forget business and start eating. Qin Lang looks for heart buds in the banquet hall. Hyun was very surprised to see him here. Pull and watch him walk out. Let him talk another day. Two people are entangled to see the light suddenly dim down. Xinlei and Shandong walked onto the stage side by side. Qin Lang wanted to come forward but was held back. Shandong first speech, that the buds are the most important girl in life, can do anything for her. I arranged a surprise for her. It turned out that Shandong helped her find her parents. Let their family be reunited. The joy of reunion instantly surrounded her. Look at this sweet scene. Xinlei turned her head and embraced Shandong to express her sincere thanks. Shandong felt the time was ripe and continued to speak. Vow to protect the heart bud with a lifetime. Give her unique happiness. When he said it, he took out the ring and took the bud's hand.
This ring, just like my heart, always belonged to you. Miss you Xinlei. Can you please marry me?
Heart Bud is always silent to see, so Shandong put on the ring for her directly. The audience burst into warm applause. Qin Lang's tears of despair. The Heart Buds on the stage also cried silently. She finally couldn't suppress her emotions. Run straight down to the bathroom, crying while trying to take off the ring. This is not the ending she wanted, and Qin Lang was drinking fiercely at the venue. Want to temporarily paralyze oneself with alcohol. Heart Bud rushed out to explain clearly, but met drunk Qin Lang. He refused to approach the buds and sent sincere blessings.
Qin Lang, how are you? You open the door. I have so much to tell you. Qin Lang.
I'm asking you to go.
Soon his friends came to persuade him.
Qin Lang, open the door. Qin Lang, don't open the door like this.
I don't want to see her. You tell her to leave.
Big Miss Qin Lang let you go.
Heartbud collapsed crying but can only leave, and friends take Qin Lang back to the dormitory. Look at his appearance, very distressed.
God, don't you have eyes? Qin Lang is so loving Lei. Why do you want to break him up?
God, what's so great about you? If you jump down and fight with me.
Come on, jump down and fight me.
Jesus Christ, I'm just kidding you.
Shandong helped Yu's family arrange a hotel here. Xinlei felt that there was no reason to accept Shandong's help all the time. I want to stay with my parents at Shixian's house. Sangdong offered to talk to her alone, because really don't understand her idea. She's angry that Sangdong is making a claim to propose. Shandong did not know what he did wrong. Xinlei didn't want to say more about wanting to walk alone. She came to the snack bar to secretly watch Qin Lang. Only then can we look at him without scruples. When he woke up, his buds had already left. Both are in deep tangle and pain. Today, Xinlei officially took her parents to live in Shixian's house. They can't believe 4 people have to squeeze into such a small house. She explained that neither she nor Hyun were paid much. It's good to live here. Suddenly she remembered that she had gone to Qin Lang's house. Also said such a thing. Hurry up and ask my mother. What happened to that house in Taiwan? She said she bought it with her best friend. Ask about Yiting and Qin Lang.
Qin Lang's mother is your best friend.
Yeah, we also agreed to live together when we get old. But then I met your dad. Just leave the house to Yiting and them.
Xinlei was shocked. Hurry to the snack bar to find Qin Lang. All her friends are indifferent to her. Let her be engaged and stop pestering her. She had to leave and didn't know where to find Qin Lang. They were only one corner away from meeting each other. Qin Lang had hallucinations in his trance. It seems that the buds are right in front of us. He was happy to say hello but finally disappointed to put down his hand. And the buds walked right behind him. He came unintentionally. The piano company that Xinlei used to play for herself. Hear the familiar tune, feel this is a dream. He closed his eyes and didn't want to wake up. But the next second to hear the voice of the buds. They felt that since they met, they would make it clear once, and Qin Lang wanted to say something about the house, but the heart bud just already know. Qin Lang is bitter about her engagement. So the yin and yang are strange. So I didn't say anything clearly, but had a big fight.
Did I say I agreed to Yin Sangdong's proposal?
Did you say no?
Yeah, I didn't. Why would I say no? The end of a fairy tale. Not all princes and princesses since then live a happy life. Prince and princess propose. Why would the princess say no?
I learned that Xinlei works here. Qin Lang lied about buying a piano and asked her to demonstrate it first. Listening to music is very happy. He suddenly saw the ring on the bud's hand. Suddenly a burst of jealousy. So he shouted and played badly. Play the piano to me with your proposed ring. What is sincerity? Xinlei decisively spoke back. Let him get out quickly. Knew he couldn't afford it. He had nothing to say and turned away. Xinlei hurriedly got up and apologized, saying that she didn't mean it. Two people are entangled. Shandong suddenly appeared. He naturally stepped forward to say hello to Qin Lang.
Qin Lang, you seldom come to Shanghai. Let me treat you to dinner with Xinlei.
Ah, he won't go.
I will go.
Very good. I'll go back to change clothes with Xinlei first. I'll ask Hehyun to pick you up.
No, give me the address and I'll go by myself.
That's a VIP hostel. I'm afraid you won't find.
He did not speak again. The atmosphere became more awkward. Qin Lang went back to the snack bar and told everyone about it. My friends all saw that he was pretending to be relaxed, actually very nervous. Let him change into a formal suit.
Don't changing clothes mean nervousness? Whatever. It means that this meal is not a big deal.
All three were very speechless, watching him get into Hehyun's car with his limbs stiff.
Excuse me, sir, it is not convenient for you to enter without formal clothes.
He's my friend.
Sang Dong a Victor's posture. Hold your heart bud and walk inside. Qin Lang and Shixian also followed quickly. Qin Lang complained that the restaurant's business was very poor. There is no comparison with the snack bar where you work. But I was told that Shandong had packed the whole restaurant tonight. The atmosphere has become somewhat awkward. Shandong deliberately handed the menu to Qin Lang to take his order, but he opened the menu and found that he couldn't read it at all. Xinlei offered to help, but he insisted on his own. Crustily Skin of Head casually ordered a few dishes.
I'm sorry, sir. You ordered 5 soups. Which one should I go first?
Please start with the lightest taste. Thank you. Hehyun helps out. Shandong then a face of meaningful smile. He can only lie that he loves soup. Shandong did not receive the call. Think Hehyun is a good girl, delicate and kind and considerate. Secretly set her up with Qin Lang. After that, Shandong took Xinlei's hand and swore sovereignty, but she silently pulled back her hand. Shandong's true confession also received no response. She almost ran away saying she had to go to the bathroom. Hehyun also hurried to follow. There were only 2 men at the table. Shandong couldn't help but warn.
Xinlei is already my fiancé. Hope you respect yourself. Don't do anything that people look down on.
People look down on things. You mean to propose to someone you love, and cowardly leave her? Let her sad. Yeah, this really makes people look down.
Sangdong was angered, directly announced that the heart bud is their own. Shixian said he didn't understand Xinlei's behavior. It will make Sangdong sad if she runs away like this. But she felt it would be more sad if she didn't run away from Qin Lang. She came out of the bathroom just in time to see Qin Lang leaving. She tried hard to retain, but Qin Lang said he couldn't get used to this kind of high-end restaurant. Still resolutely left. She tried to catch up but was pulled. Shandong said frankly that he was really afraid of losing her again. Want to use everything to make up for her to love her.
Please don't go. Please don't leave me.
Xinlei still doesn't want to stay with him. Just take off the ring and give it back to him. After apologizing, he ran after Qin Lang decisively. She chased out and looked around, finally saw the figure of Qin Lang. He rushed up decisively and asked him why he came to Shanghai. Why do you want to eat this meal?
You also said, then why do you want to go back to Shanghai? Why lie to everyone? Who gave you the right to sacrifice yourself to keep that house?
You all know.
Qin Lang blamed her for not telling the truth. Ask her if she likes herself.
Why should I answer?
Xinlei shyly hesitates to confess her true feelings. Qin Lang boldly kisses her without hesitation. Xinlei quickly returns his embrace. They finally acknowledge their mutual feelings. All misunderstandings between them vanish. Their playful banter subtly reveals mutual care.
Why eat Western food? It's awful.
Then let's never eat Western food again. We'll have your oyster omelets every day.
Don't you dare regret this.
Then cook for me every single...
No problem at all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They share a smile and tight embrace, vowing never to be apart again. Shangdong waits endlessly at Shixian's home, but Xinlei never arrives. He drowns his sorrows in alcohol, seeming to foresee the inevitable outcome. Qin Lang soon brings Xinlei back, asking why she didn't stay with Shangdong.
Where my hand holds, my home shall be. Do you even need to ask? Are you brain dead or just stupid?
Qin Lang's insecurities gradually fade. He happily holds Xinlei's hand, suddenly noticing her missing ring. Qin Lang's heart leaps with joy. Xinlei kisses him and rushes inside. Qin Lang heads back to the foods. Shangdong ambushes him with punches. He takes the blows without resisting. Shixian intervenes to stop Shangdong. Qin Lang retaliates with a solid punch. I let you hit me for Xinlei's sake. This punch is for looking down on me. They regroup at the food stall calmly. Shangdong envies Qin Lang for supporting Xinlei through darkness.
If I let her lose everything again, if you were in my shoes, would you want that?
No. Why ask? I can't bear her losing everything.
Both wish for Xinlei's happiness, yet neither will back down. They'll compete fairly as men. Next day is Xinlei's birthday. Qin Lang plans a celebratory dinner. He shops for cake after her work, remembering past gift-giving blunders. Ponders flavors with great caution. Chocolate? Too bitter, she'd say. Cherry? Wants to escape. Vanilla? Hillbilly flavor. The impatient clerk waits. He settles on chocolate, and selects a thoughtful gift. Xinlei rides with Shixian that night, noticing the wrong route. We're meeting your family first. This makes sense to her. Texts Qin Lang about being late. The car arrives at her old villa. Shangdong's birthday gift revealed. Her parents accept it gratefully. Xinlei refuses easy gains. Our greed caused bankruptcy before. Where's mom who saved honestly?
Self-reliance is too hard, dear. We should cherish Shangdong's kindness.
Xinlei insists on independence. Shixian scolds her in gratitude. I won't be with Shangdong anymore. My heart belongs to Qin Lang now.
He sells oyster omelets now. So what? Shangdong's family owns top firms. So what? Must wealth define my entire life?
Xinlei, you're not thinking straight. I won't let you leave Shangdong.
Shixian vows to prevent her mistake. I'll protect her and Shangdong.
What are you doing? Shixian, stop messing around. Qin Lang is waiting for me.
I won't let you leave.
The two remain in a deadlock. Xinlei can't break free. Qin Lang and friends anxiously wait nearby. Her phone is turned off. Qin Lang fears something happened to her. He rushes out to search for her. Shixian tells Xinlei to forget Qin Lang, focus on being Shangdong's fiancé. She admits that's impossible. Her heart belongs to Qin Lang.
So you'd sacrifice everything for him? Our friendship, our parents' security, and Shangdong's devotion, all for Qin Lang? Are you abandoning everything?
Xinlei is torn between choices. Qin Lang soon arrives looking for her. Shixian claims she's celebrating with Shangdong. She demands Qin Lang leave Shanghai. Stop bothering Xinlei. But he insists on finding her, trusting she'll come.
I'm sorry, Qin Lang. I miss you so much. But I can't abandon my parents. Shixian and Shangdong's feelings. I don't know what to do anymore. How do I keep everyone from hurting? She breaks down sobbing.
Shixian reveals everything to Shangdong. Qin Lang arrives at Shangdong's house but is denied entry. Both men believe the other can't make Xinlei happy. Qin Lang accuses him of abandoning Xinlei when she needed him most. Shangdong refuses to back down. Let her return to poverty, riding buses to work, enduring hardships at the food stalls. Qin Lang argues this is the life she chose.
She may enjoy it now, but it's just temporary fascination. She's never experienced this before. Novelty can be intriguing at first, but you, Qin Lang, you might just be a passing phase in her life.
Qin Lang is shaken. He fears Xinlei might regret her choice. Shandong urges him to let go. Keep the beautiful memories you shared, or you'll grow to resent each other. When reality sets in, he has no rebuttal. He leaves heartbroken. He returns to the food stall, determined to celebrate her birthday. His laughter turns to tears. Friends learn the full story. They realize he never saw Xinlei. They urge him to seek the truth. The next day, Xinlei vows to support her parents herself, but they refuse to let her struggle. They threaten to leave instead.
Don't you dare abandon me again. I can lose everything else, but not you.
I don't want to leave you either, but for our family's sake, please accept Shandong's offer.
Xinlei chooses her parents over Qin Lang. She asks for one day to send him back to Taiwan. With a broken heart, she makes her third wish. I wish Qin Lang finds true happiness. May everyone's sorrows end. Xinlei forces a smile and goes to the stall. She claims she missed their date due to drinking.
This is the real me, Qin Lang. I only lived in that dump in Taiwan, because my parents went bankrupt. Now that my life is back on track, can't you see how happy I am? Shandong and I are getting married. You're all invited to the wedding.
Xinlei hands Qin Lang a ticket to Taiwan. Grateful for his care back then, he stubbornly refused to accept it. Feeling dismissed like a beggar, Xinlei remained silent. Shandong bought back the villa. The Taiwan house, originally purchased by both mothers, now belongs to grandma. Qin Lang couldn't understand her change. She lied about enjoying rich life again. Left keys, invited to wedding. Left with a broken heart, Qin Lang chased persistently. One last question remained. Asked to describe him blindfolded, she stayed silent with eyes closed. Overwhelmed by grief and despair, claimed to forget what she remembered. He saw through her lie. Won't be fooled this time. Xinlei finally broke down crying. He understood her sacrifice, knew she did it for family.
If we must break up, let's have a happy breakup.
Xinlei nodded through tears. They shared one last embrace, agreed to final date, to remember each other's best, returned to their food stall, where he'd wished her happiness.
Let's rewind 3 months. Let's pretend it was all a dream.
This dream.
More like a nightmare. I was tortured by a golden demoness, living in misery. Now I'm breaking free.
Congratulations then, finally rid of the glittering tyrant.
Xinlei wondered, why golden demoness? You shone brightly when we met, like human disco ball. She countered, your magical genie, toasting with trembling hands, tears threatening to spill. He walked her home. Final goodbye arrived, promised eternal friendship, walked away pretending ease, both faces drenched in tears. Wedding plans proceeded, friends gathered farewell. At their usual diner, Qin Lang approached resolutely, but not for Xinlei, sought her mother instead, presented Taiwan house keys, reminded her of home, staring at memories flooded back, had gift for Xinlei, asked to deliver it, left without looking back. Departure day arrived. Friends bid tearful goodbye. Xinlei tried wedding dress. Shandong praised lavishly. Mother noticed her sadness, asked about Taiwan life. Memories flashed by. Smile crept through. Mother saw the truth. Asked about Qin Lang. Only number 69 Wuxing Street.
That's just our villa.
Not his home at all. Not Qin Lang's. Stayed at our villa. No Qin Lang there. No grandma. No Ada. None of them.
Now in wedding dress, forcing herself to forget. Qin Lang en route to airport, received brother Chui's call, urged back to shop. Because the person he sought had finally appeared, he rushed back and sat across from his father. He remained the down-and-out painter trading art for meals. Qin Lang stared at him intently like this, suggesting they share a drink together, casually asking if he had wife and children. He claimed his family didn't need him. Qin Lang saw this as mere excuses. He insisted on controlling his own life, wanting freedom from constraints. Qin Lang asked desperately, why did you have children in the first place? Other kids have caring fathers, while I nearly abandoned painting, under my father's shadow. He stood up to leave without elaboration, yet turned to ask one final question. Do you ever regret your choices? The father shook his head. Qin Lang left in utter disappointment, missing his father's incomplete murmur.
Not a single day passes without regret.
He followed, watching Qin Lang's retreating figure. I've no right to regret. My failures would only burden them. Mom handed Xinlei Qin Lang's gift, a necklace shaped like magic lamp. Shandong watched her reaction outside. Tears fell as he realized complete defeat. Entering, he took the necklace, asking why she chose Qin Lang.
He makes me angry.
Was making you a princess wrong?
Princesses are women seeking true love too.
What's true love? Shandong asked. True love thrives in ordinary life. Plain clothes, simple homes, loving through daily quarrels, yet feeling profoundly blessed. Understanding dawning, Shandong clasped the necklace around her, then removed his own ring, leading her outside the shop, granting her complete freedom. This is my blessing for you. Overjoyed, she lifted her skirt and ran towards new beginnings. Repeated line handled same. Shandong watched her resolute figure, finally releasing his obsession sincerely. At the snack shop, Qin Lang had left. She kept running forward. Friends cheered them on enthusiastically. Qin Lang painted on a wall, wishing Xinlei eternal happiness. She raced toward him urgently. At the corner, his mural awaited, where they first met. Now reunited same place, claiming their unique true love. Returning to Taiwan together, Xinlei proved the house was hers as originally claimed. No one could evict her now.
Four's too many for this house. In my perfect vision, we need butlers, gardeners, chefs, chauffeurs, even a hairstylist, for hair and nails.
Stop pretending, miss. Let's go home.
Humph.